mattresses. The readers of the Chattanooga Times Free Press vote Mermaid Mattress the best of the best mattress store in the Tennessee Valley. Mermaid Mattress, your home for better sleep.
News 12 Now Overtime, powered by Pioneer Metal Depot. Saturdays at noon. From the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, your Storm Team 12 AccuWeather right now forecast.
Titan radar is dry at the 11 o'clock hour. A few clouds trying to get back in from the west, but not a whole lot going on. In fact, temperatures are mild and look from Chattanooga, Dalton into the 60s, but lower 70s over in western Tennessee. So that's telling us that tomorrow's going to be another warm one out there. As through the overnight, no real problems. If you're going to be getting off to work and school, temperatures once again by morning will be between about 58 and 60.
News 12 now at 11. Your news starts now.
Good evening, I'm Dorothy Sherman.
And I'm John Mercer. Thanks for joining us tonight. Well, while much of the focus this week has been on that fatal shooting that happened at Coyote Jack's, it's not the only homicide that has happened in Chattanooga in just the past few weeks.
That's right. Community members gathered tonight to talk about solutions to keep the community safe. That's tonight's topical story.
Around 2 weeks ago, 40-year-old Marshawn Langford was killed on Larry Drive. It's that deadly shooting that has community members sharing ideas on how to keep the area safe. A meeting Chattanooga Councilwoman Demetris Coonrod felt was important to have.
So we can, get ahead of any other violence or gun activity that may happen again in this community. We want to make sure we're ahead of it. We want to hear the concerns from our community and just get those addressed, right?
They talked about adding more lighting and cameras as solutions, but also the importance of community involvement and community meetings like this one.
Crime is always going to happen in every community here in the city as well as in the county. But what are those things that we can do individually within our own homes, but then what can we do collectively as a community?
Chattanooga Police Sergeant Ernest Cross stresses that if you see something, say something.
Step up and stand out. They say we will not continue to let this type of violence go on in our community, and work with the police department. And this not saying nothing that's out here on the streets, no, I'm not going to say nothing to the police. We need to stop that. We got to learn how to work together.
Langford's family members were at the meeting. Cross says the investigation into the shooting is ongoing.
If you have any information on the shooting that killed Langford, contact Chattanooga Police. You can stay anonymous.
Well, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deputy-involved police chase that happened around 2 this afternoon on McCauley Avenue. That's when an unmarked sheriff's office car was rear-ended. When the deputy pulled over, the other driver fled the scene and the deputy chased after them. The driver then crashed into Taconooga and tried to flee on foot, but was caught and arrested by the deputy. Taconooga's building received minor damage. No names are being released at this time. Well, Dade County deputies have identified the 2 people who fell over a 30-foot embankment after leading law enforcement on a 2-state chase. They are Lloyd Carson of Cowan and Kayla White of Tracy City. They're still recovering in the hospital. Carson's accused of leading Dade and Marion County deputies on a chase in a stolen car. Both ran into the woods on Cole Hollow Road and fell down an embankment. Carson faces charges of bringing stolen property into the state and fleeing law enforcement. White faces charges of obstruction of law enforcement, and both face meth possession charges.
A Chattanooga man is sentenced for distributing child pornography. 27-year-old James Renfro will serve a little over 16 years in federal prison. Renfro pleaded guilty in June. He admitted to placing online advertisements about child pornography. Renfro gave his electronic devices to law enforcement officers. After they searched his devices, they say they found numerous images. The case was investigated by a special agent with Homeland Security Investigations. A Dunlap man has been missing for over a year now, and investigators may finally be close to breaking the case. This week, his story is making headlines once again when a search warrant may have gone wrong. Marion County SWAT team and other agencies served a search warrant at 64-year-old Willard's King's home on October 3rd. According to Kings's daughter, the search warrant that they presented was for a John Doe that lived in Sequatchie County.
If you don't have a name and you don't have an address, then how do you even know right place. Apparently they got some kind of a tip that there was a body on Dad's property, which was the body of, supposedly the body of Matthew Henry.
The Dunlap police says that the investigation is still ongoing.
Well, a former Georgia State Patrol trooper charged with making false statements and writings could face some more charges once the case is turned over to the prosecutor's office. The GBI began an investigation into 33-year-old Timothy Williams last month. Read more about this story in tomorrow's Dalton Daily Citizen. Well, the downtown Chattanooga Business Improvement District continues to evolve. The controversial district was approved by city council members. It gives special services to the area through a fee from property owners that are in the district. Now, it operates with a board of directors. Board member Steve Hunt calls the area an economic engine. He says having extra services to keep the area clean is important.
There's a lot going on in our downtown, but with that comes a lot of trash, comes a lot of, maybe opportunists, the panhandlers that will come where the opportunity is. And so those are the thing. I say it's like, baseball, motherhood, and apple pie. Who's against cleaner, safer, more beautiful streets?
The board holds their first meeting at the end of this month. Well, some good news for job hunters. A recruiting service is looking to fill nearly 350 jobs at Volkswagen. Aerotech is hosting the event for candidates who apply and interview in person at the Chattanooga Volkswagen offices. It's happening this Saturday, October 12th. The company is seeking qualified employees with prior experience in production manufacturing, machine operation, warehouse, or logistics to fill those open positions.
It's a classic car lover's dream weekend. What separates the inaugural Chattanooga Motor Car Festival from other car shows is the diversity of its program. The Chattanooga Motor Car Festival is the only car event to offer a concourse, a rally, time trials, and family activities all in one place. The festival will benefit Chattanooga's Erlanger Neuroscience Institute, the region's only certified academic neuroscience center. The excitement all starts on the Tennessee riverfront and West Village in the heart of the city this Friday through Sunday.
To bring in new people, new blood is huge to this sport. And this is going to be a festival. That's what it's called, and it will be a festival.
The festival will also showcase the new Atlas Sport created by Volkswagen. Captains with Columbus ships say the Motor Car Festival is blocking their entrance. They want to let people know that despite road closures, they are still open for business. Visitors can see replicas of Christopher Columbus's ships, the Nina and Pinta. Both ships tour together as a sailing museum to educate kids and adults. Captains explain the best way to get them to during the festival.
Things are going to be a little chaotic Friday and Saturday down here in downtown. The best thing to do is probably to enter down by the Southern Bell. They have an entrance open down there to get you down to the riverfront.
The ships are open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Admission charges vary.
Well, Tennessee churches opened their doors today as part of Governor Bill Lee's day of prayer and fasting. Here's what we know about that. The observance involved mostly churches in Middle Tennessee. Chattanooga residents also took part as well. The governor told Tennesseans that people have been telling him that they were praying for him and his family ever since his election. He felt it would be a good time to involve every community to pray on the same day. In Chattanooga, pastors gathered at Ridgedale Baptist Church at noon. They combined their scheduled prayer meetings for this special day.
We invite all Tennesseans to join with us in their homes, in their communities, in their places of worship, to fast and to pray for God's favor and blessing on the people of Tennessee.
Most of the participants hope the day of prayer and fasting in Tennessee will become a regular observance.
Now, from the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, tomorrow's Storm Team 12 AccuWeather forecast.
Staying quiet out there through your nighttime hours. Here's a nice look from downtown Chattanooga. Miller Park, Miller Plaza in pretty good shape. as traffic is pretty light. It'll start to pick up tomorrow morning on a Friday, getting ready for the weekend. Right now we're at 69, relative humidity at 73%, relative humidity up a little bit, but not much wind, everything pretty quiet, and I don't see much wind as we head through your nighttime. As Futurecast shows, mostly sunny skies. A few late clouds will drift in from the west, but we'll stay dry tomorrow afternoon, and it's going to be a warm one, as temperatures will be some 8 to 10 degrees above normal, with highs later on 82 to 85.
The president returns to the campaign trail for the first time since the launch of the impeachment inquiry.
We'll find out his latest reaction to the probe when we come back.
If you get hit by a big truck like this, the truck may not even have a scratch.
But if you're in the car, you could be in for a world of hurt.
We've handled a ton of big truck cases. Call us. It's just that easy.
If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the Insiders.
Want to take your X5 to the next?
We're hitting the field for Friday night tailgate.
This Friday, catch News 12 Now at Signal Mountain, where the Eagles battle the Trojans of Saudi Daisy. Friday night tailgate on Prime News at 7. Sponsored by Papa John's. Now, from the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, your Storm Team 12 AccuWeather forecast.
Had a briefly mild start, 60, but up to 83. Look at the normal, 75 and 52. So we weren't at ballpark today, but at least we're still a ways from the record high of 88, but only 5 degrees. Hard to believe. But hey, Lee Point at 153. Very nice this evening. Had a few clouds trying to overspread the area, and gave us just a beautiful sunset over Lookout Mountain just around 7:15 to 7:30. As it was absolutely gorgeous. There's a look at our Titan radar. I wanted to show you this big blizzard that continues over parts of North and South Dakota. Some areas seeing between 6 and 12 inches of snow. And that storm continues to kind of wrap up. That's going to be a big weather maker for those folks. But ahead of it, it's been warm. That's one of the reasons why we've been so warm, is that there's been that big storm that's pulled in all that cold air. So sometimes when you get really cold in the northwest part of the nation, it gets pretty warm in the southeast, and the other way around. When it gets cold here, sometimes it warms up out into the west coast. But in the middle of it, you see showers and thunderstorms from St. Louis back into the Ozarks. Those are easing our way. Unfortunately, though, as it runs into this high pressure, it dries up, and that's one of the reasons why we just haven't seen much of any rain the last 6 or 8 weeks. High pressure has been pretty strong, but this front will barrel on through by very early Saturday morning, so you'll definitely notice it for the weekend. But tomorrow, it'll be a mild start and another warm afternoon between about 58 and 60, and from there, we'll have lots of morning sunshine, and these temperatures are going to stay well above normal between about 83 and 85 in a couple of spots. Notice generally between about 80 and 84 as you head into the valley areas, but here in the concrete jungle, could be up to 85 with mostly sunny skies, getting ready for those big football games. A few more clouds, but notice any spotty showers staying well to our west, and notice the showers just kind of lose any moisture as they try to press from west to east. I just don't think we're going to see much at all. Maybe a spotty shower or two drifting through with some cloud cover, and then the clouds get scooted off to the south and east as we move into your Saturday evening and Saturday night. So as we look ahead, it's going to get cooler for the weekend for sure. This will be the chilliest air we've seen in several months. So a chilly start to your Sunday morning, lows into the 40s. Some clouds and some scattered showers trying to return Tuesday. That will be our best shot, but at least temperatures are going to be nice and pleasant and pretty comfortable for next week. So here we go. I'll look at our extended futurecast. Notice keeping our eyes on perhaps some showers toward Atlanta. I just don't think they're going to get up here. So Sunday looking good, as we'll have a good bit of sunshine. And speaking of that, if you're going to be doing any tailgating, got 3 times to do it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, high school, college pros, clouds, cooler on Saturday, but mainly dry and some pretty good weather all in all as we head into the upcoming weekend. Here's the rest of our supercast. By Tuesday, there you see some showers trying to push back in with our next frontal system. That will be our best shot of seeing showers, but I don't know if it's going to be a soaker. It looks like most of that will stay to our south, followed by another cool down by the midweek. Details on that 7-day forecast coming up in just 10 seconds.
With access to millions of home listings and 115,000 knowledgeable agents, RE/MAX recommends what's right for you. Visit RE/MAX.com to find your home and agent now.
From the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, here's that 7-day forecast. 85 tomorrow, but then, wow, we start to really drop off. Upper 60s on Saturday, lows mid-40s Sunday morning. And right now, looks like our best shot of showers Tuesday of next week, but at least next week, those temperatures are going to feel just about right.
Thanks so much, Patrick. Well, President Trump returned to the campaign trail 2 weeks after House Democrats opened their impeachment query.
Now, 2 associates of President Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, were arrested and charged with campaign finance violations. Nicole Killian has the latest from the White House.
This feels like the day before the election.
In Minneapolis Thursday night, President Trump held his first campaign rally since House Democrats launched their impeachment inquiry.
The Democrats' brazen attempt to overthrow our government will produce a backlash at the ballot box, the likes of which they have never, ever seen before in the history of this country.
Earlier, as the president left the White House, he discussed the arrest of 2 men with ties to his private lawyer, Rudy Giuliani.
I don't know those gentlemen. Now, it's possible I have a picture with them because I have a picture with everybody.
Prosecutors say Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman helped arrange meetings between Giuliani and an ousted Ukrainian prosecutor who was investigating the company Joe Biden's son Hunter worked for. The indictment charged them with illegally funneling foreign donations to political campaigns, including $325,000 to a pro-Trump super PAC in a scheme to buy potential influence.
As alleged in the indictment, the defendants broke the law to gain political influence while avoiding disclosure of who was actually making the donations and where the money was coming from.
3 congressional committees have issued subpoenas for Parnas and Fruman, and they also slapped one on another member of the president's cabinet, Energy Secretary Rick Perry. The original whistleblower complaint that set off the investigation apparently references Parnas and Fruman as associates of Mr. Giuliani who were trying to make contact with the Ukrainian president. Giuliani's attorney told CBS News the indictment does not involve Mayor Giuliani in any way. He only knew them because they were his clients. Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
Well, how would you like to have every Friday off?
Find out why more companies are offering employees a 4-day work week when we come back.
Sean, you're saying the brakes you installed at the big auto repair chain are no different than the ones we install at Budget Brakes?
The only difference is that Budget Brakes is half the price.
Budget Brakes. Alignment starting at just $59.99.
Scandalous. Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2019 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. This is Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Save up to $5,000 on Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
Why do you need fast, reliable internet? So your world doesn't turn upside down. Turn it around. Switch to Spectrum. And give your family what they deserve. Switch to Spectrum Internet for just $44.99 a month with free modem. Call 1-833-624-4499. With starting speeds of 100 megabits, you'll be able to connect your devices at the same time and with no data caps. Spectrum Internet has the fastest, most consistent download speeds based on the latest FCC report. AT&T can't say that. And with Spectrum TV, you get over 125 channels with free HD and free on demand. Plus, you get the free Spectrum TV app to stream your favorite shows and movies in and outside your home. Switch to Spectrum TV for just $44.99 a month. Call 1-833-624-4499. And no contract. Call and switch to Spectrum Internet and TV for just $44.99 a month each. Spectrum will even buy out your current contract up to $500. Call 1-833-624-4499. Turn your world around. Call now.
New Crest Gum and Sensitivity.
And then I jump on the trampoline.
Brain freeze. No, it's my teeth.
Your teeth hurt?
Just sensitivity. I should see my dentist. My teeth have been really sensitive lately.
Well, 80% of sensitivity starts at the gum line. So treat sensitivity at the source.
New Crest Gum and Sensitivity starts treating sensitivity immediately at the gum line for relief within days and wraps your teeth in sensitivity protection.
Oh, your teeth?
No, it's brain freeze. New Gum and Sensitivity from Crest.
James, your car was pulling to the right, and you came to Budget Brakes seeking alignment. What happened?
They fixed it for the best price in town.
His path was crooked, and now he is aligned.
Budget Brakes. Alignment starting at just $59.99.
Alignment.
You're watching News 12 now at 11. Your news now.
Well, unemployment is at historic lows, and that has many companies fighting to find good workers.
To attract new employees, some businesses are offering an interesting perk. Kenneth Craig reports.
Andrew Culbertson is a digital marketing coordinator for an Indiana company. Even though he works full-time, you won't find him in the office on Fridays. Employees have the option of working 4 10-hour days.
Knowing that on Fridays I get to be home with my son and my wife, it's wonderful.
CEO Bernie Veldman says offering the 4-day option has helped him attract new workers.
People like having Friday off, and I find myself that by the time Saturday rolls around, all the stuff I wanted to get done is already done on Friday, and you really get more of your weekend to enjoy.
A report out last year found 27% of companies offer compressed work weeks with 4 10-hour days. 12% go a step further and offer 4 days, but employees only have to work 32 hours a week.
This 4-day work week is something that we're starting to see as a trend.
Dawn Fay with the Robert Half Staffing Agency says the tight job market has companies creating perks like flexible hours, the ability to work from home, and even unlimited vacation.
So there's a lot of different things that we're seeing out there that's helping companies try to attract and retain and keep employees from burning out.
Culbertson says the 4-day week has boosted morale.
Even if you have a rough Monday morning, 4 days from now, I have a long break.
He can always look forward to a 3-day weekend. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, New York.
Well, I don't think our bosses are going to go for it, but our own Rick Nyman has proposed a 4-hour work week. It would be nice.
Here's Rick with the preview of sports.
Yeah, my proposal has struggled to gain traction. We've got a #1 versus #2 showdown in high school football tomorrow night, and youth hasn't stopped the GPS soccer team this season.
Closed captioning brought to you in part by Johnson Audiology. Stop waiting, start hearing.
Place your right hand.
How do I use better than bouillon? I just add a spoonful to my marinades. To stir fries? Sauces? Just whisk it in. Brush it on? Sauté. It adds a cooked all day taste that doesn't take all day.
Better than bouillon. Don't just make it better.
Let's get down to business. The business of road trips, adventure, and reconnecting. Modernized Comfort Inns and Suites have been refreshed because our business is you. Get the lowest price guaranteed on all Choice Hotels when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
The Bigfoot Blues Festival coming to Tracy City in October. 2 days of live music, headlined by the Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band and Shamika Copeland. Great food, outdoor activities, raising money for suicide prevention and mental illness awareness. Tickets at BigfootBluesFestival.com.
Every great American deserves a statue. And when you get a taste of our new slow-roasted prime rib, you just might want to stand and salute. Served with your choice of 2 sides. This is what weekends are made of at Logan's, the real American Roadhouse.
From the News 12 Now Sports Desk.
Since South Pittsburgh has been a dominant football team for years, other schools aren't exactly calling them up to request a game. So when Meigs County called, the Pirates said yes to a matchup tomorrow night that will give us a #1 versus #2 showdown. Should be a wild scene at Bean Stadium. The Pirates are top ranked in Class A, while the Tigers are ranked 2nd in Class 2A. Both of these teams believe they have a good shot at winning a state title. South Pitt head coach Vic Grider says it will take a championship-like effort to beat Meigs County, who has won over 30 straight regular season contests.
We want to try to get the game into the 4th quarter and prolong the football game, and try to figure out a way to hang in there, because it's going to be a huge challenge for us up front on both sides of the ball. They're going to have a huge physical advantage, but our kids tend to fight, and I think we're probably going to play extremely hard. We just got to hang in there.
Red Bank will have to hang in there against Ray County Friday without head coach Chris Brown. The TSSAA denied Red Bank's appeal of Brown's suspension. He was suspended 1 game after protesting with the refs in the Sweetwater game last Friday for what Brown felt was some dirty play. It appears the GPS soccer team is already in the Halloween spirit because they are scary good. They won a state title last year, and they're back in the title mix this season with a roster filled with only 2 seniors. After losing 5 talented seniors from last year's state title team, GPS entered this season with a roster of 70% underclassmen.
If you just look at us on paper, it's senior, freshman, 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 junior, sophomore, senior, freshman, freshman, freshman.
Imagine how the head coach feels with a team of
freshman, freshman, freshman.
The part that's, always interesting is we have so many freshmen and one 8th grader, and sometimes it's like, I'm herding cats.
Well, these Cats have clawed their way to a 14-2 record and a #1 ranking.
There's a point where I was pretty surprised. I was like, wow. I didn't know, I just thought it would be a lot harder this year because we lost all the seniors.
Has this team exceeded your expectations, kind of given how young they are?
Yes and no. I mean, yes in as much as that they are not making the mistakes that you would expect them to make given their age, but they are very good players.
It's easy to rack up wins when you score like GPS can. They've enjoyed 9 matches this year where they've scored 5 or more goals.
I guess just once we start scoring, it's just like repetition and we get on a good high.
And then our coach has really focused on making us go to the end line. So that's how we really score a lot of our goals, is going all the way and then passing.
After clinching the East Region title on Tuesday, it's playoff time for the Bruisers.
I'm really excited for them because I think they have an opportunity to go deep into the playoffs.
We'll hear Rocky Top blaring from the Scenic City 1 week from tomorrow. That's when the Vols' Pride of the Southland band will play in Chattanooga again. They make a pit stop in town on their way to the Alabama game in Tuscaloosa. This time they'll play at the Lookouts AT&T Field starting at noon. Admission is free. Kind of got me fired up. Let's go.
Yeah,
Got that orange on, huh?
Definitely.
Patrick will have your forecast when we return. Don't go away.
Les Miserables. Experience the musical finale.
Welcome back. Great time to talk about weather, and we've got a weekend coming up. A lot of people looking what's on tap for this weekend, Patrick.
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Yes.
So y'all ready for the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
We all are.
Hey, here's that 7-day forecast tomorrow. Another warm one. That may be the last one for a while, close to 85. Going to be kind of warm for those football games, but not bad. 69, though, on Saturday. Lots of clouds. And then temperatures next week will be pretty comfortable. May see our best shot of showers on Tuesday. We need the rain, but it looks like much of the weekend. And on the dry side, hopefully we'll see some rain Tuesday. After that, it looks dry again.
Sounds good. That's it for us. We will see you again tomorrow night. Of course, it's Touchdown Friday night. Stick around for that.
Good night.
See you.
Is your business still settling for slow internet? Well, time is money. Switch to Comcast Business now and get a great deal on fast, reliable internet.